Okay, these are going to be 2.2 notes and understanding the derivative from a graphical and numerical approach. So we already did it analytically, and today's date in 2017 is the 18th. So the objective: estimate the value of the derivative of a function at a point graphically and numerically, and use the value of the derivative to find the equation of the tangent line drawn to the graph of the function. So our goal is to, at first we're going to estimate, and that's why we're doing it all together, because if you were to estimate on your own, everyone might get a different answer. And then we're going to find the equation of the tangent line. Okay, so far our understanding of the derivative is that it represents the slope of the tangent line. Derivative, slope of the tangent line drawn to a curve at a point. Complete the table below, estimating the value of f prime, that's the derivative, okay, f prime, and at the indicated x value by drawing a tangent line and estimating its slope. And I have to cough. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're starting at this x value of -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like this little first point here. And I'm going to draw my tangent line. Now, let's see. This was at a point, so what's this slope? Up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Okay, so this slope is going to be a positive 4. That's our estimation of the slope of the tangent line at 4. Is the function increasing, decreasing at a relative max or relative min? Well, I drew this line and it looks like it's going up. It's a positive slope, and I wrote down positive 4. So if we have a positive slope, then that means the function is increasing. What's the equation of the tangent line at this value of x? Okay, so the equation of tangent line starts off y minus, do you want to write the formula? Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, like that. And so y minus y1, oh, don't we love it? We love it when we have a graph, because we can just, it's easier to find the y value. If we're given an equation, then we have to plug in x and find the y. So this is nice that we actually have the graph, and the y value is -3. And the slope we found is 4. And the x value we're talking about is -7. Okay, so this is going to be y plus 3 equals 4, and we mentioned it in class, you don't have to, if it doesn't tell you to solve for y, then you don't have to. So we're done. We're done with that first line. Okay, next line, -6. Oh, we're just going over. So you should use your ID card or a credit card, and let's see, this tangent line is going to be, we're here, we're going to go up up 2 over 1, 2 over 1. Okay, so f, I didn't show this work up top, but I'm going to say f prime of -6 equals 2. Increasing, decreasing, equation of the tangent line. Guess what? I'm going to leave these two columns for you to complete, and I'm just going to get us with the estimations of the tangent line. All right, so next, we're going to see how many color pens I have. -4. So do you all agree we're at 1, 2, 3, 4? And this is at a maximum. And so this tangent line is actually a horizontal line. And what's the slope of a horizontal line? That slope is 0. So that's actually going to be a maximum. Okay, that's what you're going to write there. All right, what happens? We went positive, positive, 0. What happens after 0? We go negative, right? So let's estimate the slope of this tangent line. Have you figured out my secret? Have you figured out that, never mind, I don't want to tell you my secret. Okay. Oh, let's see what this slope is. Down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So this is a -1 slope. So if it's negative, then this would be decreasing now. Okay. All right, what's happening as we go further? to the right. Now we're at -1. Do you see how it's going to be more negative? It's going to be a steeper slope. So let's draw this tangent line and estimate it. So I'm in pink now, and I'm going to say that this slope is down 2. Let's say down 2 over 1, okay? Down 2 over 1. So f prime of -1 equals -2. And I'm off the page. Okay, now we're at x equals 1. So at x equals 1, I see the point here, and that's going to be horizontal again. So what's the slope of a horizontal line? 0, and this is a minimum. Whereas at -4, that was a maximum. You're going to be writing increasing, decreasing, and you're going to find all these tangent lines. All right, the only way for you to see the graph and this is for me to zoom. So I'm trying to stick to a pattern. What's next? 3? 1, 2, 3. So we're at this point, and at 3, have you figured out my secret? My secret is I already know the slopes, so I'm like cheating on my estimations, but don't we want them to all be the same? Yeah? Okay. So we have a +3 slope, which means this would be increasing, and then find the equation of that tangent line. Okay, let's look at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're up here. What do we have here again? Another maximum. So that slope at 5 is 0. And draw the slope at, what's the last x value? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And when we estimate this slope, let's see, this is really steep. So this slope is going to be down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. All right, so this is going to be f prime of 7 equals -5. So the derivative is the slope of the tangent line. You guys are going to fill in the rest of these with a bunch of tangent lines. Like I said, it's like the most important thing we're doing this month is writing the equation of the tangent line. Okay, that was an exploration. We were exploring the derivative. Based on what you observed in the table on the previous page, what inferences, like what can you infer, what can you conclude, can you make about the value of the derivative and the behavior of the graph of the function f? Okay, so this is a big idea, you guys, big idea. If the derivative is greater than 0, well, that means the derivative is positive. Now, if the derivative is positive, hey, what are you supposed to think? When you see derivative, you're supposed to think slope of the tangent line. If the slope of the tangent line, so the derivative is positive, means the slope of tangent line is positive, right? Well, what does it mean if the slope is positive? Well, if the slope is positive, then that means f is increasing, right? That's how we're connecting the dots. F is increasing at that point. Okay, let's connect the dots for the next one. If the derivative is less than 0, then that means the derivative is not positive anymore, but negative. And if the derivative is negative, then the slope of the tangent line is negative. And if the slope is negative, then what does that mean? Then f is decreasing at x equals a. Okay, and what happened at the max and mins? What did you notice about the slope of the tangent line? So f has a relative maximum if the derivative is equal to 0, and, there's an and here, and f, the derivative, changes from, now how do we go from a max to a min? Or sorry, how do we get over a maximum? It goes from positive to negative, right? The derivative, the slope. The slope is positive and the slope is negative. So f of a has a relative maximum if the derivative is 0 and f prime of x changes from positive to negative. F of a has a relative minimum, think about a minimum, if f prime of a is 0 and f prime changes from, now the slope is changing from negative to positive. You guys, this is going to be a quiz. You have to memorize these statements. You should be able to nod your head and understand them, but you need to be able to recite them, okay? Okay, we just did that based on the graph, and now we're going to do it based on the table, which is fun, you guys. So this is numerically, where we're looking at numbers instead of graphically. The value of the derivative at a point can be estimated by finding the slope of the secant line passing through 2 points on a graph on either side of the point for which the derivative is being estimated. So look at the x value 0, and here's x equals 0. Does 0 have 2 points surrounding? Do you see this point is around 0 and this point? Okay, so our estimation of the derivative at 0 will be the slope of the secant line, so the slope of the 2 points surrounding it. So f prime of 0 is going to be an estimate of y2 minus, oops, I said y2, but I need to put negative 3, excuse me, negative 3 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. And I used the entire space to show my work, so I have no room for my answer. Okay, negative 3 minus 2 is going to be negative, I'm going to make a real skinny 5, and then 1 plus 3 is 4. So that's the slope around 0. It's my estimate. Is the function increasing, decreasing? Okay, we don't have a graph anymore, but we're going to say by this derivative. This derivative is negative. So what did we say? If the derivative is negative, then f is what? Decreasing. Okay, so that's going to be decreasing. Equation of the tangent line. Well, y minus the y value at 0, though, you guys. What's the y value at 0? 1 equals the slope times the x value, x minus the x value. That's it. All right. So now let's look at 1. Okay, but now we need to look at the points surrounding 1. And here's 1. So what are the 2 points surrounding it? Now it's this point and this point. Oh, we got some zeros here. Okay, here we go. I'll write smaller this time. F prime of 1 equals y2. So I have 0 minus 1, y2 minus y1 over 4 minus 0. So it's always the y's, y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. That's the slope formula from Algebra 1. Negative 1/4. Okay, the lights. I don't have time for this. Okay, increasing, decreasing, max or min. What do you guys think? It's negative, so it's going to be decreasing. And we have y minus the y value equals the slope of the tangent line times x minus the x value. And simplify that. Okay, 1 minute. Can we do it? F prime of 4. F prime of 4 will be, you find the slope of the points surrounding. I used to misspell surrounding, so it's kind of an old joke that I say surrounding. I made a mistake. I can see it. Okay, what's surrounding the 4? Negative 7 minus 3 minus negative 3, and then 6 minus 1. I just need to slow down and stay calm. Negative 4 over 5. It's decreasing again. And let's find the slope quickly around the 6. So the slope y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Those are the points around the 6. And we get a positive,